Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Be Brave podcast with me, your host, Grace. Today's episode will be about resting and letting yourself take a break. In recovery, it's really important that we don't push ourselves too hard and that we let ourselves take time for our bodies to recuperate. I understand that sometimes your brain might tell you that it's lazy to rest or that you need to get up and be active all the time. Well, that's actually wrong. Sometimes rest is the most productive thing you can do. It helps your body to recover so that you can continue to do your best every other day. So you might be wondering, why is rest so important? I can keep going without it. I don't need to rest and waste time. That might be true in the short term. Maybe you can keep on pushing and persevering, but eventually that's going to catch up to you and you're going to crash and you're going to burn out and it's going to feel awful. So it's better to just take little breaks along the way and give your body the rest it needs when it asks for it. Some reasons why rest is super important are that rest allows our body to return to a state of homeostasis so it can repair itself and recover. Resting also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which decreases feelings of stress and anxiety. Resting also allows us to be more productive, since our brains can't perform as well when they're overworked. Consistently resting can also reduce your likelihood of injury, since our cells have time to regenerate and repair. Resting also enables your immune system to have greater performance, so you'll be sick less frequently and you'll get over sickness faster, which sounds pretty enticing to me. So now you might be thinking, okay, rest does sound alright, but how do I do it? I don't even know how to rest. I'm just so used to go. Well, firstly, I want you to give yourself permission to fully rest. If you don't give yourself permission to rest, you won't be experiencing the full beneficial rest, and instead you're just leaving yourself feeling unaccomplished and guilty. I'm sure that we all know that feeling when you're like, oh, I'm so tired, but I have things to do. Okay, I'll just scroll for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then sometimes that becomes a bit longer. And instead of fully getting that rest, you're just thinking you should be doing something else the whole time. And so you're not actually in a resting state. Your mind is elsewhere, you're not fully resting, and so you're not getting the benefit from the rest, and you're feeling bad. So it's sort of a double whammy negative. Some ideas for resting, once you've given yourself permission and are fully in a resting state, you could try some journaling. You could try a meditation or a yoga video or some breath work. You could take a nap. You could read a book. You could just stare out the window or just sit somewhere in nature. You could watch a TV show or a movie. You could just listen to some music. You could have some alone time. You could take some time away from your screens. You could get a massage. That's one of my favorites. I love that. Another thing to keep in mind is don't overcommit yourself and try and push yourself too hard. Just be gentle and kind with yourself and be proud of yourself for what you can accomplish. Another idea is to have a nice bath or shower. Obviously, the resting idea that you choose is dependent on how much energy you have at that time. So if you're feeling really, really depleted, you might take a nap. But if you just feel like you need a little bit of downtime, you could read a book. That's up to you to gauge where you feel you're at. Okay, now that you're resting, something that can happen is that your head might tell you, now I shouldn't eat. Now you're resting, you might say to yourself, I'm resting, I'm not doing anything. Why do I need energy? I don't need to eat. Firstly, that is incredibly rude of your mind to be denying you of such a basic human need. So I think it needs a strong talking to. You need food no matter what you have done or what you are going to do. It's an absolute necessity that is 100% non-negotiable. Without us even thinking about it, our bodies do so much for us. They need fuel and nourishment for that. Even if you can't see what's happening, just a few things going on in the background are regeneration of bones, cell repair, your heart beating, your blood pumping and flowing, messages being passed from cell to cell, memories being made, breath being taken, and so much more. Just think about all the amazing things going on in your body that you can't even see are happening. Some other super cool things going on in our bodies, and just some amazing facts about our bodies, are that we each have about 37.2 trillion cells. Trillion, not million, trillion. Each one of those cells needs energy so it can carry out its role. Every day, our kidneys process about 50 gallons of blood. That's hard work. Our kidneys deserve some energy. Also, most hearts beat over 100,000 times each day. Additionally, most of us will take over 22,000 breaths each day. Also, our hair usually goes 0.3 to 0.4 millimeters every single day. So, considering that our bodies are always doing all of that in the background, and then on top of that, we have all of the other things we do, like our brain constantly thinking out situations and talking to people, and then our legs walking us places, and maybe you do other activities, or maybe you're in school and your brain has to power for that. So we need to fuel our bodies for that. And with all of this going on, it's no wonder that we need a rest. So no matter what, you deserve rest. So please give your body what it asks for. Make sure to keep being kind to yourself and be understanding of where you're at. Just listen to your body, it'll show you the way. You are kind, you are strong, you are enough, and you are here for a reason. Until next time, be brave and please take a rest.